Hello YouTube, on today's show we're going to be going over X-Men Apocalypse.
You are now tuned in to Lee's Final Word.
Hello YouTube, my name is Lee Boy and you're listening / watching Lee's Final Word. Today we're going to be going over and reviewing X-Men Apocalypse. Was it a good movie or was it a bad movie? Let's get into the cons and let's get into the pros. Starting with the cons, we're going to start off talking about how slow the start was. Yes, the movie does pick up as time goes on, maybe midway through the movie, but it does have a slow start nonetheless. The storyline could have been a little tighter with some of the characters. They are left feeling out of place as you continue to watch the movie. Another big conflicting thing that people have a problem with is Apocalypse himself. He has these big ass tubes coming out the side of his face. He also has the Ivan Ooze look, and he has these big ass Voltron boots on. He's not really looking like the comic book Apocalypse that we all know him to be, and he's not even Egyptian. What is that all about? But let's move on to some of the pros. It does feature one of the best X-Men cameos in Wolverine. Wolverine's cameo in this movie is not to be messed with. It's not to be played with, because he really goes Weapon X mode to the fullest, full berserker barrage. It was a great X-Men cameo. Moving on to some of the actors and actresses, let's talk about Olivia Munn as Psylocke. Perfect casting, she looked the part. She actually makes you want to see more of her in the X-Men movie. Hopefully she comes back the next time and reprises that role and plays a larger part, maybe even on the team. Moving on to Sophie Turner, who plays Sansa Stark on Game of Thrones, who in this movie plays a excellent Jean Grey. She brings in the sass, she brings in that attitude. She's not whiny, she's not always complaining. I mean, I do believe because she is the younger version of Jean, she needs to keep that still, even if they're using her to portray an older Jean as the movies progress, because she definitely needs to stay in that role. She does a badass job as Jean Grey, and I want to see more of her. Moving on to the man that stole the show, Quicksilver. I'm a big Flash fan, so to see another speedster, even in the X-Men movies, steal the show like he's stealing the show, it's an amazing thing to see. The part where he saves people in the mansion was probably one of the best scenes in the movie, hands down, and he's not even fighting no one. So he definitely steals the show. There were a lot of things in the movie, like Easter eggs. There was a Star Wars reference made by Gene, talking about the third movie is one of the worst movies. But this is kind of a double entendre. I don't know if they were trying to jinx themselves, but that definitely was a shot at the third movie in the original X-Men timeline. According to this timeline, this would be the third movie that they had, and critics are bashing them. I don't know if they were trying to literally jinx themselves when they threw that in there. Nightcrawler was fighting Warren Worthington, which is Angel, in a cage. It's like Wolverine was fighting people in a cage. Angel had a bad attitude like Wolverine had a bad attitude. Wolverine was laced with metal. Angel was laced with metal. So you know where this is going. They basically made Angel like Wolverine for this movie. The other double entendre in that would be when Nightcrawler was fighting Angel in the cage. Nightcrawler, most people see him as a demonic character because of the way he looked. Then you have Angel, who of course calls himself Angel because he has his wings. So in that cage you had basically a demonic looking creature versus an angel-like figure. So you had an angel versus a demon. Yeah, undertones all up in there. The storyline again had some Swiss cheese as far as the characters are concerned and the overall plot and theme and what was actually the driving force, because actually Apocalypse got inspired by looking at Magneto, which is kind of crazy when it should have been the other way around. But anyway, there was also another cameo of Nightcrawler wearing, believe it or not, Michael Jackson's jacket from Thriller. Yes, I'm gonna call that a cameo. I'm also call that an Easter egg. But again, let's go back to the movie. Overall, the final verdict that I give this movie is a 7.5. Is because the movie was just one notch up of Batman v Superman. It was a good movie that you would have to watch and see for yourself. Don't go by what Rotten Tomatoes said again. Don't go by none of these critics. These critics don't know what they're talking about. You need to see these movies for yourself. If you're a fan of the comic book movies, you cannot go by other people's opinions when it comes to these movies, because you will be dead wrong. The mass majority who they don't even look at these movies, they just go and read what the newspapers are saying or what they see in the media. But you should do yourself a service to check out these movies for yourself. Once again, my name is Lee Boy, and you've been watching Lee's Final Word here on YouTube. Hopefully you liked the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to share it on social media. And I'll check you out next time.
If you liked the video, share it on social media. Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, it's all clear. You can subscribe. Look, no one's looking. Look, I'll turn around. You got it. You got it, buddy. Right there. The button right there. That one. Good, click it.